Good afternoon and welcome to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9, where every local story starts here. I'm Gwendolyn Morton. We have an update today to that Lee County murder that we've been following here on WBON, and some intense moments led to an arrest in Laurel County. But first, we've got some breaking news. Madison County emergency personnel continue to work an extremely serious injury accident near Lancaster Road and Malachi Drive in Richmond. Unofficial reports say two vehicles have collided head-on at that location. WBON is following that story, and we'll have more official information as it becomes available on the WBON TV page and on the Facebook page. Now on to our lead story of the day. There are some excitement this morning during a court in Madison County. A Madison County prisoner escaped from custody during court proceedings around 10:30 a.m. According to the Madison County Sheriff's Office, they are now actively searching for Daniel Diles, 36 years old, of Richmond. Diles was last seen wearing a white t-shirt, orange pants, and was barefoot. He is currently wanted for escape second. Anyone with information on his whereabouts of Daniel Diles, and you're asked to contact the Madison County Sheriff's Office at 859-623-1511, or you can also contact the Kentucky State Police, 859-623-2404. Well, Richmond police have made an arrest in that person of interest in the case involving human remains found in a burned structure in Lee County. The Kentucky State Police Richmond Post announced Reed was a person of interest in the case yesterday and asked for the public's assistance in locating the suspect. According to Richmond police, the call came in Tuesday evening regarding a possible overdose at a residence on Churchill Drive. While en route, officers received information that the subject was possibly Logan Reed. When officers arrived, they confirmed the man's identity and arrested him for an outstanding warrant unrelated to the KSP case. Logan Shane Reed, 33 years old, of Richmond, was booked in the Madison County Detention Center last night just before midnight. Well, some very tense moments Monday in Laurel County when, according to the sheriff's office there, they arrested Daniel K. Boggs, age 28, of Paris Car Road in Keavy. The arrest occurred off Paris Car Road, approximately 10 miles southwest of London, after deputies were dispatched to a complaint that Boggs had allegedly forced entry into a residence there, broke several doors inside the residence and multiple items, including a car's windshield outside. This individual then allegedly assaulted a female subject there multiple times in the head, strangling her and yelling that he was going to kill her. When deputies arrived on scene, the suspect attempted to flee on foot and was told to stop multiple times and failed to do so. The suspect was transported to a local hospital where he reportedly became irate, fighting and kicking the nursing staff and deputies in the emergency room before being restrained. Upon release, this individual was lodged in the Laurel County Correctional Center. This photo is courtesy of the Laurel County Correctional Center, and he is facing several charges at this point. Well, an accident yesterday on Big Hill Road has landed a juvenile in the hospital. Yesterday, around 6:30 p.m., a vehicle struck a 15-year-old pedestrian and injured them. Berea and Richmond police arrived on the scene shortly after, and the 15-year-old was taken to the hospital. The victim of the accident has been reported in stable condition, and the identity will not be revealed at this time due to there being a juvenile. Well, if you heard the EMA Sea Sep alert sirens this morning, there was nothing to worry about. The Emergency Management Agency was participating in their annual Sea Sep Test exercise. The exercise aims at keeping Madison and some surrounding county agencies well prepared and ready to operate efficiently in the event of a chemical accident at the Bluegrass Army Depot. Police officers, firefighters, and other first responders participate alongside CSEPP staff to run through the operations as efficiently as possible while being evaluated by senior officials. EMA officials urge the residents of Madison County to have appropriate shelter-in-place strategy in place if they are alerted of a chemical emergency. In this case, residents should go indoors immediately, taking any pets with you, closing and locking all windows. Additionally, heating and air conditioning systems should be shut off and vents should be closed. A room should be designated as a primary shelter room, which should be secured using plastic sheeting and duct tape in the event of a chemical emergency. Residents should also verify that they are in the affected zones being asked to shelter. For example, downtown Richmond is located in the Zone 2E. A full map of the emergency zones and additional safety tips can be found on the CSEPP page of the Madison County website. Well, multiple animals in need of serious medical attention in Clark County. The Clark County Animal Shelter is requesting help with 5 dogs the police seized this past Sunday. The dogs were found confined to their crates, which were covered in urine and feces. 2 of the 5 dogs have required serious medical attention, and all 5 have been monitored closely and have been put on strict diets until their bodies readjust to normal conditions. All 5 of the dogs were covered in fleas with eye drainage issues and ear infections. They also had to be treated for skin irritation due to the foul conditions they were under for an unknown amount of time. The situation is still under investigation, and if you have any information, you're asked to please contact the Winchester Police Department. Donations are needed to help cover medical costs, along with special food to help them recover. The animal shelter is expecting donations, and they can be mailed to 5000 Ironworks Road, Winchester, Kentucky, 40391, or through the Clark County Animal Shelter Facebook page. Those poor babies. Look at that. Well, the Kentucky State Police are planning to restart a program designed to help children deal with trauma from unfortunate circumstances. The KSP is planning to use the funds from forfeited criminal drug activity to reinvigorate the Trooper Teddy Bear Project. The program was originally created to help officers calm down traumatized children during intense situations such as a car crash or child sexual abuse case, and also distribute to terminally ill children. This past Tuesday, some Kentucky State Troopers were at the Kentucky Children's Hospital handing out the bears to children. With the project getting more support, the KSP is also selling the bears to the public. And if you wish to purchase a bear to help support the project, you can go to trooperteddy.square.site. And those donations will be to help continue with that very important program. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We've got more news, including an update from the governor. And of course, we've got weather and sports coming up as well.
Man Chrysler in Richmond is Truck Town, USA. New trucks, used trucks, little trucks, big trucks, short trucks, long trucks. Hey, that's not a truck. Work trucks and fancy trucks. Who says you can't get a truck? Come on down to Man Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Richmond for your best deal today. Truck Town, USA.
Fayette County Corrections is seeking employees who want to work now, and they are ready and willing to help you get started today.
When you first come here, you'll be with me for 5 weeks, and we will teach you the book work, which consists of PowerPoints, some physical activity.
Working at the Fayette Corrections facility is a job you can be proud of.
When I leave at home, I would tell my kids that, hey, I'm going to work to keep the bad guys in so you all be safe on the outside.
Apply today at lexingtonky.gov/correctionsjobs.
You may think the only way to pay for a nursing home is to spend down your life savings or sell your home. Elder Law Lexington can protect your home and life savings through a comprehensive plan so you can qualify for Medicaid. When there's a plan in place, you can rest assured knowing your estate is handled and your family is covered. Give them a call at 888-4-ELDER-LAW or go to elderlawlexington.com. Their Berea office is now open for your convenience.
Do you have dripping registers like this? Drywall issues like this? High humidity can cause a very uncomfortable and sometimes damaging environment. It doesn't matter the age of your system. Improper installation and sizing are the failure. Here at Madison HVAC, we look at your home as a complete system, not just the pieces of equipment attached to your house. Give us a call today at 859-625-1471 so we can provide your solution. And remember, we fix that too.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cub Cadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see you.
Welcome back to Live at 5. Well, a more cloudy day today and a little bit warmer, but still nothing like we've seen. This heat has really subsided in the last couple of weeks. We've got Todd Nelson in the Weather Center. He's going to tell us if we're going to expect some cooler temperatures this week or if those are going to heat back up again.
Thanks, Gwendolyn, and welcome back to the Madison HVAC Weather Center. A quiet night on tap. We're going to have some patchy fog developing in the prone locations through the overnight hours, and could be a little bit foggy to start off our Thursday, but a mild and dry stretch ahead with gradually warming temperatures. It does appear that things over the course of the next 5 to 7 days again, will be very dry. We're also going to see temperatures warm to well above average levels. A few clouds out there as seen by our webcam from north of town on I-75. There are those fair weather cumulus clouds that will be melting away as we lose the sunshine. Of course, our daylight hours are dwindling pretty rapidly here as we approach the autumnal equinox next week, and readings will fall into the 60s after dinner time tonight. Again, some patchy fog in the morning. Dew points over the next few days will be kind of hovering around the lower 60s. Not terribly sticky, but again, some afternoon clouds will be developing with that daytime heating. Most locations, again, staying dry for about a 5 to 7 day time period. Temperature-wise here, again, looking at readings down into the 50s. No rain, as I mentioned, through the next few days. But temperature-wise, tomorrow morning, down into the 50s, a very comfortable night sleeping, maybe a little bit on the chilly side, in fact, early tomorrow morning. And then lots of sunshine into our Thursday. Daytime highs topping out into the low and mid 80s. Again, a little bit above average for now this mid-September. Friday will continue that gradual warming trend, maybe a degree or two warmer than what we'll have on Thursday tomorrow. Then the extended temperature outlook does keep most of the Ohio Valley and much of the nation warmer than average from the 20th to the 24th. We're also going to see dry weather sticking around through that time period. But Gwendolyn, look at this forecast. Here into mid and maybe even late September. Definitely a little bit on the warmer side, but no weather worries to speak of anytime soon.
Thanks, Todd. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com. Well, chemical weapons destruction updates will be discussed at a quarterly public meeting to be held in Richmond tomorrow. You can come to the meeting to learn more about the Bluegrass Chemical Agent Destruction Pilot Plan, or BGCAP, the facility that is destroying the chemical weapons stored at the Bluegrass Army Depot. The meeting is open to the public and information packets will be provided. There will be a public comment period throughout the meeting. Those who are not able to attend in person, a live video stream of the meeting will be available on the Program Executive Office YouTube page, Assembly Chemical Weapons Alternatives YouTube channel. Viewers may ask questions, make comments, and receive feedback during the live stream event. The meeting will be held at the Carl D. Perkins Buildings, Rooms A and B, Eastern Kentucky University on Kit Carson Drive. in Kentucky. The parking is available at the Perkins Building, and for more information, you can contact the Bluegrass Chemical Stockpile Outreach Office at bgoutreach.iem.com, or you can give them a call, 859-626-8944. Well, during an event hosted in the Capitol Rotunda, Governor Andy Beshear and First Lady Brittany Beshear rolled up their sleeves to receive the newly updated bivalent COVID-19 booster. The governor encouraged Kentuckians to get vaccinated and boosted and called upon leaders in government and other sectors to encourage others to get the shot of hope. The boosters have been modified to add protection from COVID variants and bolster previous vaccination protection. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommend boosters for anyone age 12 and older who are 2 months or more from their prior vaccination. To schedule an appointment for an updated COVID-19 boosters, Kentuckians may visit vaccines.gov. For assistance scheduling an appointment, you can call 855-598-2246, or you can text GET-VAX, that's GETVAX, to 438-829, 438-829, to receive 3 vaccine locations near you. With that, we're going to take a quick break. We've got Michael Watkins in with sports. He's going to be talking about Berea Pirates and their season so far right after this.
Are you looking for a great career opportunity? Join the team at BGCAP. The Bluegrass Chemical Agent Destruction Pilot Plant is having a job fair Tuesday, September 13th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. and then on Thursday, September 15th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. That's Suite A26, previously the Habitat Restore in the Richmond Mall. They are seeking applicants for plant operators, environmental technicians, and laboratory technicians. Change your life with this great career opportunity close to home.
At Fast Flow Plumbing, you aren't sending your money to Texas and Florida to the big corporate plumbing companies. We're local, and that allows us to invest in the latest technologies like Permaliner for no-dig sewer replacements, which we warranty for 20 years. Fast Flow is the future of plumbing. Don't destroy your landscaping and finished basement because a plumber tells you he has to replace your sewer. Keep your home beautiful. Call a local pro at Fast Flow.
Choose Mercy Health, Markham and Wallace Hospital for your health care. Consider having your preventative care such as a CT lung screening, a mammogram, or a colonoscopy at Markham and Wallace Hospital. You can feel safe to come to the hospital campus. Following CDC guidelines, our care team is doing everything possible to ensure your safety and well-being. For more information about Markham and Wallace Hospital, call 606-723-2115 or visit mercy.com.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond can energize you when your batteries fade out. They can also cut and make most home and automobile keys, replace and program key fobs, and make copies of your house keys. Plus, cell phone screen repair. Bring in your Apple or Samsung today. We are your home for all batteries. Go see Chris at Batteries Unlimited, Commercial Drive in Richmond.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
You can catch the best of the West right here on WBON, Richmond's very own Channel 9. On Draw, Western Theater.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. The Berea Pirates got their first win of the season this past Saturday at home, and earlier this week their head coach spoke with Michael about his team's performance. With the sports report for today, here's Michael Watkins.
The Berea Pirates football team earned their first win of the season on Saturday in a 47-6 beatdown of Caverna. In the win, Yamil Cruz carried the ball just 9 times but tallied up 146 yards and a pair of touchdowns. Cody Roberts scored a pair of TDs himself in the game, running one in and also catching a 6-yard TD pass. Jason Colburn was very efficient, 5 of 8 through the air for 86 yards on Saturday, with 3 of his completions going for touchdowns. A 31-yarder to Isaiah Dorsey, and another one to Sean Keat. It was the first home game of the season for the Pirates, and head coach Frank Park spoke about the way his team played with us earlier this week.
Well, we have preached all week about going 1-0 and, let some of the mistakes that happened in the last 3 games kind of learn from them and let's move on from it. So, we did a whole lot better job of executing offensively this past week. We really finished off drives where previously we left a lot of points on the board by a mistake here, a mistake there. So, this week we really try to put some emphasis on, finishing off drives, and we was able to do it this week, so I was proud of them. We have watched film and we have seen a lot of simple mistakes that has cost us touchdowns, so we really put some emphasis on, being intentional about the little things, details. A couple weeks ago, we go down to Nicholas. We have a scheme. We running speed option. We drop a couple pitches that probably would have went for some touchdowns. Just a couple missed throws. Just some little things, jumping off sides to give them extra opportunities that, really cost us. When you're on the road, you really have to make sure that you controlling things you can control. And when you don't do that, then you put yourself in a hole. And we did a better job of this week of just, staying focused on those small things and those details. So I think there's a bigger difference. Anytime you go on the road and travel far distance, you really got to be focused on the task in hand. And I don't think we was all the way focused, and I think it cost us. We treat these games to prepare for the district, and you only be starting to peak at that time. And I think, offensively, we always talk about it's execution that takes all that. More defense, you can run to the ball, have a couple guys just make some plays, but offensively, you have to be able to start to execute on a very high level, and every person has to do their job. Well, and I think, last week we kind of started that trend, and we just got to continue to use it and grow from it and continue, especially at home, to put up those points and help our defense out a little bit.
The Pirates will look to make it 2 in a row this Friday as they take on the undefeated Pineville Mountain Lions, who are putting up over 48 points per game. It could be a high-scoring affair in Berea, and we'll have a recap of that game on Monday's Newscast. Well, yesterday, Madison Central star athlete Kiara O'Shea announced her decision to further her track and field career at North Carolina. I was able to stop by the high school and get the details on her choice to don the Tar Heel baby blue.
I've been going through this process for the last year and a half, so I knew, getting into, the later stages of my cross-country season this year, I wanted to make that decision and have that finalized before big races coming up, so just kind of relieve that stress of having that kind of pouring over me, so just kind of getting that out of the way, and then, the decision, it was honestly a really easy one once I got on campus and just met the girls. The coach has always been great, and then meeting the girls just really solidified that. I felt an instant connection with the team, so it just really drew me into that school, and I think Coach Renson, he's building a really great program down there, and so I'm excited to see sort of what happens these next couple of years when I get down there. The process, as a whole, has been really stressful, just kind of staying on top of answering coaches and knowing that, this is going to set me up the rest of my life. It's crazy. I'm 16 and I'm making a decision that's going to impact, my entire, rest of my career, so it's been stressful, but the coaches have all been great. Every single one of them have been really understanding when I kind of stepped back from it for a little bit, just kind of let some of the stress relieve itself, and then step back to it and started getting down into narrowing down schools and then making the final decision.
And tonight there is a huge district soccer matchup in Richmond as the Madison Central Indians host the Model Patriots in a boy-girl doubleheader. The girls will play first at 6 p.m. with the boys' game set to begin at 8 p.m. and both of those games will take place at Bellevue, the home field for Madison Central. Check back on tomorrow's newscast for a complete recap of both of those games. For WBON TV Sports, I'm Michael Watkins.
Thanks, Michael, for that sports report. We're going to take another quick break. Don't go anywhere. Lots more news coming up right after this.
Hey Madison County, did you know Berea Ace Hardware is more than just a hardware store? Berea Ace Hardware carries the top brands like Skag, Echo, Steel, Spartan, Toro, Bentelli e-bikes, Wolf brand scooters, Trailmaster go-karts, and Red Cat Racing RC cars. Check us out at BereaAce.com. We sell fun at Berea Ace.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Looking for some fun? The Galaxy Bowling Center has a league for you. No matter your skill level, you can come out, make some new friends, and have a great time. Call 624-4444 for details. Or if you're more of a trivia person, Champions Grill has you covered every Tuesday starting at 7 with great prizes and all-you-can-eat wings for only $19.99. Why go anywhere else? The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Grill, your ticket to fun just off I-75, exit 87 in Richmond.
To some, it's just a boat. But to Jim, it's his escape from meetings, traffic, and the grind of daily life. He may not catch any keepers, but he wouldn't trade his day on the lake for anything in the world. That's why his boat is insured by Kentucky Farm Bureau. But it's not just Kentucky's Farm Bureau. It's Jim's Recharge the Battery Farm Bureau. My Farm Bureau.
David Mayo, John Rader, and Chris Hornsby with Kentucky Farm Bureau.
Support local and get your vehicle running at its peak performance with CT Diesel Performance off exit 97 in Richmond. Chris Thorne and his staff specialize in diesel performance and repair that will service any vehicle, big or small, with oil changes, brakes, tires, alignments, and more. Broke down and need a tow? Well, call CT Diesel at 859-699-8712. Like them on Facebook to enter a weekly drawing for a free oil change. CT Diesel Performance off exit 97 in Richmond.
It's the common thread that ties us together, making life better for everyone. At CVNB, that means better banking, better accounts and lending, better experiences, better schools and better communities. Better. It's what ties us together. CVNB. Bank better.
Being prepared for various types of disasters is one of the best ways to ensure the safety of your family, friends, and community. The Madison County Emergency Management Agency and the Chemical Stockpile Emergency Preparedness Program is here and ready to support community emergency response. For how to be prepared, make emergency kits, know your zone, and shelter-in-place information, contact EMA Sea Sep at 624-4787 or visit madisoncountyky.us/EMA. Madison County EMA Sea Sep, your partner in preparedness.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. Every local story starts here. Well, if you're looking for a new job, the Richmond Police Department is now hiring. Positions are starting at $53,816, and they have uniformed patrol officers, DUI enforcement, traffic enforcement, training officers, and community policing for under the patrol. They also have specialty with the emergency response unit, the K-9 unit, bike patrol, drone units, the investigations division, narcotics unit, and collision reconstruction. Hostage crisis negotiations under your skills, drug recognition experts, firearms instructors, defense tactics, and cell phones forensics. With that, we're going to say goodbye to another Live at 5. Thanks so much for joining us today. We'll be right back here tomorrow at 5 p.m. More news, more weather, and sports, and we'll have all the latest area information right here in your greater Madison County area. Have a wonderful afternoon, and I will see you tomorrow live at 5 right here on WBON Channel 9.